Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We're on Campbell's Convoy. I'm today spawning on the left, we've got Dumais with Afrika Corps. Going for early Krutschützen, Havoc with Wehrmacht. On the right hand side, we've got TheLaGmAn with the Brits and COH3 with US forces. This is a Patreon back to submitted game, but pretty high ranks. Dumais and Havoc, you'll be familiar with, top 10 1v1 players. Not quite as sharp with these specific factions though. Dumais is 138 at the moment with Afrika Corps 2s. Havoc is 63 with Wehrmacht 2s. On the other side, COH3 is 101 with US random 2s. And the TheLaGmAn is 205, but he's ranked 24 with US. He just hasn't played enough games to grind up the elo yet for a good ranking. On Brits.
Panzergrenadiers have assembled.
You need Panzergrenadiers?
4x4 truck fueled up and
4x4 from COH3. Also picked up a engineer early on. Don't often see this. Early engineer. Comes out, does a bit of damage, and they kind of baiting him. Engineers coming in now. Quite a lot of damage there. 4x4 is doing alright. He has gone for Viet 1 alongside this. It's on the side there with the machine gun. Viet 1 now on the Krutschützen. Engineers closing the gap. Maybe a little bit defensive here. His machine gun that could have been a bit more aggressive. I think that was a mistake though with this retreating. Maybe we could have got the wipe there. No. It's very low, has to give up the cap there. Every shot penetrated there. That was a huge burst of damage. So we do have auto repair. I don't think the 4x4 has used it yet. Auto repair is very fast on them.
Leave him.
I think you generally want to use that with your oh!
Engineer squad has been killed.
Didn't pay attention, engineer goes down. You generally want to use that like as your first repair, get it going on cooldown as early as possible. So you can get a second self-repair before the 4x4 kind of loses effectiveness as proper light vehicles start to arrive.
On the
engineer now. I think it still has self-repair available, I'm pretty sure. It's quite a lot of trouble for me to open that up and check though. Look, yeah, it is. Hasn't been used at all. So, you know, you can consider delaying your engineers until after you've used the first self-repair. Maybe you need another repair. Try to get an earlier rifleman out. A bit more firepower. Being able to build some sandbags is also alright. Meanwhile, got some Panzergreens up here. He's got 5 support elements coming along, as well as combat half-tracks. Panzergreens from Havoc as well. A little bit atypical. Oh boy. Nice little flank here by the engineers of the TheLaGmAn. And for the D crew. Gets it. Gonna go for the steal. Krutschützen's coming in. Quick escape on the machine gun. There's just so much in the retreat. Don't think that's gonna get away. That's veteran work there from Dumais. Kind of like driving forwards. Trying to do getting close for like a good long burst, so he doesn't have to stutter forwards and break his aiming cycle. Still having a bit of trouble here. If you can line it up like directly along the retreat path, that's ideal, so that the crowd doesn't have to turn and turn interrupting its firing cycle. Got a mine down there as well, didn't they? Okay, commandos coming in now from the LAGMAN. Pretty good control now in the north from the Allies. But we are, you know, getting close to that 6-minute mark. That's often when things start to turn around for Afrika Korps. Dumais actually going for veteran squad leaders as well. We don't see that too often this patch. We're out of vogue. Same story for Havoc, who's gone for the 251.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
I don't think he's got the upgrade coming through on it. No Stummel. Might be going for medics on it. For some forward reinforce. Right now he's using it to attack though. Be careful, they do have a grenade of course. Oh boy, 4x4 in chasing. Oh, nearly got it. Looking pretty good for the Allies right now. 3 riflemen alongside a build like this. Infantry support center into grenades now. That's all fine from Comesh.
A machine gun has been destroyed.
Decreed machine gun steel. Grenades. Oh, got the decro on it. Have to jump back on that again. And here comes the Panjäger calling. 4x4 is quick to escape. Ooh. To go through the setup time, I think. Oh. He upgrades it to the 250/9. This is quite late for a 250/9 though. Of course, this is like the 6-minute unlock calling. You can get these like about 3.5 minutes. They are pretty good at that timing. This timing, they're okay. They do a little bit. Especially because the Allies don't have any light vehicles. But a Humber is hitting the field now from the LAGMAN. We'll bully this around a bit. Especially with this new armor.
Panzer Grenadier Company is being upgraded.
Axis are down on the victory points at this stage though. 1 AT rifle squad, 1 recon. And Jaeger's hiding in the crater over here.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
Okay, we've got British healing between the two bases. Generally you want it to be the US players getting the healing just because they can also benefit from the casualty clearing, but it's one less thing for Comesh to have to worry about now.
Victory point belongs to the enemy.
A little bit of damage there, but took a burst from the AT rifles in exchange. Engineers are back at base as well. And Dumais picked up a kind of late flak feeling here. No AT gun yet for the LAGMAN. He's got enough manpower for one. He's going to need to go for it. Definitely need AT guns against the flak feeling. Very tough to deal with otherwise. He went for a second set of AT rifles. I'm not so sure that's the right call. And they're chipping away up here. Elevation bonus working for these P-Greens, but dodges away there. Those commandos do have the cooked grenades, shorter fuse time, so they're paying that respect with instant retreat instead of trying to dodge, which is understandable. Made in with Comesh, who has picked up a Greyhound quite late on though, all things considered. Here comes the 8-rad now from Havoc. Oh, section went down, AT rifle section. And there's no support. Did he not have AT grenades? Ooh, bad for the LAGMAN. That's the end of the Humber. Humber does do a lot better against the 8-rad now with the bonus armor, but expect the 8-rad to win that with still about a third of its health remaining. In the head-to-head. Okay, Greyhound's making a bit of a move here. But the Jaegers are right in there. Right to not push in. Could easily get overwhelmed here, Comish. Doesn't have a lot of support.
Victory point under enemy control.
Let's pop the AP rounds on the flak feeling. Comish just picking up an AT gun to counter that. It's a good choice.
Anti-tank crews are on standby for
Now, this
orders.
is generally the phase of the game where you can consider what you're doing. Are you going to invest in a lot of
An infantry section
infantry
is
side
present at the
tech,
counter.
bars,
Losing a victory point.
reinforced cost discounts, or are you going to try tech up? This is a decision you need to make right about now as useful. This is Comash. Does have the call-in still as an option, which is often good to
Victory
team up
point
with a lot of
now
those
under
infantry
enemy
upgrades.
control.
This is the timing where you've got to make that decision.
Flares! Get him ready!
Krauts are securing our capture point.
Repairs complete. Back to full
Back
strength.
he is done.
It's time to harass some crowds, boys.
Don't think he's got the radar upgrade on this, does he? I think I've noticed it. Oh, no, there it is. Do you just pop it in? Maybe. It's going to open up to check, but
Damn it! Territory
sort of
sector
just then.
claimed by the
Yep, there it
enemy.
is. It's a good choice. Detection is pretty handy. Oh boy, but this is trouble.
Commander,
It's right
we
there.
lost the sector.
They managed to get their V1 off. That could have been a dead Greyhound. So Dumais wasn't too worried about it though. Texas is still struggling for map control. You can see they're having a tough time.
Sending our front line
Oh
forces
boy, the
much
Greyhound's
needed
making some
firepower.
plays. Oh, bit of a stutter. Greyhound lucky, could have taken more damage there. He's going to need to back that to base now with the engineers retreating. Okay, now bars pop from Comash.
Command point should be
Oh.
fed when possible.
Is this the end of the... No. Survives. Another infantry support gun from Dumais. I feel like this is just so good on this map, the ISG.
A
Heavy
victory
mortar,
point is under
Pack-Alley,
attack. We must act.
all of them. TheLaGmAn does also have them as an option.
The lead.
He's not got one out yet. He's getting his company command tech down. This can often be a pretty good split if you're like mixed allies
Enemy
like
has
this.
our victory point
The
now.
US player invests quite a lot into infantry, light
You
vehicles.
have 3 command points
Brit player
available.
goes for faster, like medium tanks. You know, the Grant, Matilda being such powerhouses in these 2v2 games. And the US player can benefit a lot from all the infantry support center upgrades. Putting down a cache on the fuel point as well, the TheLaGmAn. These auto construct caches. What an aggressive positioning on that. Munition surplus has been unlocked as well. Double grenades. Still got a pretty solid connection. Havoc with the dodge. Oh boy.
Claimed a sector.
It's very low on the Greyhound. Here comes a Stug now from Havoc.
300 points at the moment.
Quite late. Well, I suppose he didn't need it up until now. Already got straight V1 on it. He's driving it in. Maybe going to go for a cheeky close range barrage, but takes an anti-tank grenade. The AT gun coming up hot on the TheLaGmAn. Probably favoured to bounce a shot here,
The enemy has control.
and he does not. So a little bit unfortunate there for Havoc. Flew too close to the sun though, with double AT guns right there. Bit of a throw. He's hoping to go for a cheeky like drive in for a point blank blast, but it's harder to do that in twos than it is in ones. Twice the amount that can come back and punish those kind of plays. Great hit there from the Greyhound.
We're losing a
T-gun lining up.
To enemy action.
Solid hit. Oh boy!
Points available for use.
Is that a grenade from the commandos?
The enemy has the advantage here.
Cash is in some trouble. T-gun lining up. Missing. Axis are quite far behind on victory points at this stage.
All under-strength squads shall be reinforced.
Goes cool. Decides not to chase him for the wipe. He did go for the mid-half track. Second infantry support gun now from Dumais. TheLaGmAn can eventually counter this kind of play. With the carpet bombing, or the naval bombardment rather. So it's more static play. And he's pushing out
Pushing the line, trying
Grants.
to take one of our points.
It's going to be a big power spike for the Allies.
Just lost an anti-tank.
Greyhound's making some moves. Pressuring. Knocks out the 250/9.
Use our territory.
Fresh 8-rod from Havoc. He lost his mid-truck. This AT gun from Comash pushing forwards. And kill after kill there. Ouch. But AT gun did get decrewed for TheLaGmAn. He's lost that for good now. Here comes the Nebelwerfer. Oh! Squad engineers. Panzer 3 out now from Dumais.
Forward with haste. The enemy has only 250 points left.
WSGs are hitting so hard. I don't know if we've seen much from the captain's artillery so far. Capping in the north though. Axis crowded out, getting triple capped. There's the captain's artillery.
Claimed a sector.
B3 decided to head around to the north. Dumais is lacking LMGs on his Panzer Green, so even though he's got the 6-man, Wehrmacht are stomping them right now with the double bars.
Report in. The Huns are on 200 points.
Let's engineer a bit more. Oh, late retreat from the commandos.
Commanders
Ouch.
MIA. Presumed killed.
Smoke out to safety there. Wonder if Havoc's going to try push to Panther Calling.
Enemy.
Maybe that's his plan. He's rebuilt his 250. He's gone for the mid upgrade on it. It looks like Comash has gone for War Machine, not going straight for a fast easy 8. He's gone for Tank Depot now.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Checking the upgrades there.
The victory point is under enemy
Oh, that was a
control
big
now.
combo. AT gun in trouble and decrewed. Oh, nice. Gee. Big splashdown, big losses for TheLaGmAn. Look at these. He's down to 25, now 35 after power dropping in whatever he's calling in now. But huge losses for him. It's just the indirect fire at the moment for the Axis. Really catching...
Hellcat has been completed.
doing a lot of damage. Hellcat first. For Comash. It's okay. He's up against the Panzer 3. I think he probably could have just gone straight for the bulldozer though. You know, 3 squads with anti-tank grenades and a T-gun. And the bulldozer, you know, this patch, since those scatter changes it got a while ago, can defend itself pretty well against medium tanks. Especially,
We're taking fire!
well, he did go armor support, but he went for the machine gun upgrade to May rather than the penetration boost, so those is strong enough armor to bounce shots. And missing its first shot. So yeah, I think I would have gone bulldozer first.
Defend our victory point! We're losing it!
Oh boy, there's an 88 back there from Dumais. Did not see that. Ouch. And the Hellcat gets very low. Just keep driving that away. There's a lot of repairs now.
Find cover!
Well, that could be tough. TheLaGmAn's going to need to be the one to take care of that. I think they are a random team. And TheLaGmAn went for the anti-tank loiter first. I think the anti-tank loiter is a little bit underperforming. I would have gone for the Naval Barlow first, and here comes a Nebelwerfer. Looks like a late dodge from Comash. And it costs him his vet, and he loses a rifle squad as well. Back to back there. Wondering exactly what he was looking at. We cruise it, but under heavy ISG fire and the mortar half-track too, that combination. Decrewing it before it can even move again. Yeah, just instant decrew with those three all rattling off damage. 94 points left for the Axis though, so they are way behind. Convoy has had a strong hold in the north. And the Axis have continuously been losing control on the bottom as well. Second Grant now hitting the field for TheLaGmAn. That could be enough to completely overwhelm Havoc. As soon as the Axis stray away from the 88, they're going to be in some trouble against these allied vehicles.
We're losing a victory point.
Gonna kill off the AT with all of the indirect and the Panzer III. Smug now looking to save the day. Gun gets cold feet though. One more shot, that would have died. Well, one more shot from the big boy gun. Not sure about the 37mm. But indeed, it is the Panther now from Havoc. Two Grants should be able to fight back into this just pretty effectively, as long as they're not getting blasted by the AT gun as well. It's so hard to kill AT guns sometimes. It's crazy. Don't know how it happens. Grant's now backing away from Havoc. Needs a snaring squad there as well, I think. Looks like Comash rotating with the Easy 8 down to the bottom.
Sector lost.
Oh boy. Greyhound in some big trouble. Oh, luckily the AT gun missed. If he went on to hold fire, might have been able to disappear into the fog a little bit faster there. Here come the planes. Panther's in some trouble. 88's also a form of anti-air though, don't forget. Double Grant's going in there, hoping to knock out the Panther with this play. They're bouncing so many shots off it. Oh, and they're losing their vehicle priority, but luckily the planes polish off the Panther. Their last pass as it drove out with the circle. Big plays there from TheLaGmAn. 88 meanwhile shooting at the Hellcat, which is kind of good. Drew some fire away from the pushing in tanks. There are a lot of repairs required. Comish built a bunker back here. I think I would have built a second engineer before a bunker.
All crews, prepare and refit at once.
88's really struggling to shoot down these planes. That might have got their last one just then. Comes another Panzer III though from Dumais. What? How did he get crew shocked and no engine damage there? Hello? What was that? Maybe the grenade landed just before double AT gun shots or something. Oh boy. 88 is... Oh, he's pushed it all the way up here, Dumais. He's making a big play here. This is going to take some courage from Comash to win here. He needs to circle, he needs to do some crazy maneuvering. Jumps back on the AT gun, but he uses the phosphorus, which is probably to his disadvantage. Squad dead up here. I think Comash getting a little bit overwhelmed. A lot of units back here, he's mobilizing. Does manage to hold on to this. Dumais now packing this out. Hectic few minutes, but the Axis seem to be stabilizing a bit. 86-64 versus 61-63. Got the army size lead now, the Axis. Got the medic half-track with the auto repairs now from Mechanized from Havoc, so it's providing some big AoE healing to the Axis, making their vehicles really efficient now. And the Allies need some indirects to counter this. Tough for the US player, they don't have a lot of options really. Mortar pits generally work alright in 1v1s, but I think it's tough to try push up a mortar pit now. You're already up against double LEIG mortar half-track. Won't last long. So really it comes down to TheLaGmAn needing to bomb this out. If the Allies want to get aggressive, but TheLaGmAn seems to be more interested in anti-vehicle planes. Seems like the squad wipe about to happen. There's threes here pushing in. Bunker goes down. Double pushing. Some big hits. He's got Vet 1 on this. Can use its Vet 1 mode to boost up the rate of fire of the Panther maybe.
Hey, Tiptoe! Listen up! You yokels are good for something after all. Position finished. Tools down. Repair work complete.
But yeah, this is the timing where the Allies, I think, need to coordinate their attacks. Try catch the 88 out of position. Might be worth trying to consider getting like the scout in on its stealth recon mode. He's built another. Oh, he's built a mortar pit back here. Yeah, I think this is just not going to work at this stage. And Dumais now creeping forwards with the 88 baiting men. At the moment, the Axis in a strong position, and the Allies split apart like this. This is benefiting so much from the half-track repairs as well. Another pit comes up now though. Some solid hits on this. And there, it's the combo. He's looking for the D-crew. 2 grenades on it. D-crews it. The mid truck is quite far away. I don't know where it went. Comash making some moves. But the squads had to get out of there. Oh boy! Panther's pushing in, but the double grunts are holding their ground, so he's dropped the planes. Panther dead. As the threes are coming down now. Through the AT gun. Grunts are still standing. They've both popped their rate of fire buff. They are rattling off the damage. Axis trying to 2-on-1 TheLaGmAn, but he stands his ground. Dumais just charging in here. Looks like Comash managed to decrew this again, and the mortar pit getting its time fuse action going. Working nicely. Swooping in, looking for some more kills. Doesn't dodge with the half-track, that goes down. Knocks out a Panzer III, but this could be the end of the Easy 8 now. And this is not quite dead yet, guys. 88 on a pixel there, somehow still alive. Oh, he uses the phosphorus. But it's not enough. Panzer 3 still gets the kill. Ah, another mortar pit out the back there. Yep.
Enemy movement near victory point.
Well, maybe the Axis felt desperate, so low on victory points at that stage. They tried to go for the 2-on-1 against the LAGMAN, but he just popped the vet on the grunt, stood his ground, dropped the planes down, and they just threw tank after tank into him, and they lost them all. COH having enough freedom after that with the Panzer IIIs rotating to really handle the 88 and overwhelm it. And it ends up working out well for them. But yeah, I think early game the COH build the engineers like straight away. I'm not so sure about that. They don't really seem that necessary. But if you really like playing with sandbags, I suppose it's fine. I don't think we saw COH use the auto repair on the 4x4. I think that's the key to the early game. Generally, you want to be like quite aggressive with the 4x4 early on. Try to get a squad to retreat even maybe with it, but then back away. Maybe do some capping while you repair with it. Then come back in. That's how it usually goes with the auto repair. And you want to try to pop that early on so you get that ability on cooldown. I think it's a 3-minute cooldown. And then ideally you'll get to use it again before that like 7-ish minute mark where maybe like a 221 or something like that will hit the field and start to make it harder to use the 4x4. Try and get 2 uses out of it in the early stage. I wonder if I can see. Don't think I can see upgrades anywhere, right? But yeah, the Axis, tough early game. The half-track memes were kind of all right, but it seemed like they were just late on a lot of stuff. Dumais trying to play with Panzer Grenadiers. They just don't really seem to be cutting the mustard, especially if you don't get the LMGs on them. We saw they were getting bullied by the riflemen hard. So unless you are expecting to have quite a lot of munitions to be free to upgrade them, it's tough. It's maybe where it's hard to overlap upgrading your half-tracks with like mortar half-tracks, 250/9s, and LMG upgrades. They don't really mesh too well in the early game, you know? Gonna have to go for one or the other. So you might want to consider different units. I'm sure Dumais was just trying some stuff out, experimenting. As for Havoc, maybe his command points were a bit slow. Seemed like the 8-rads hit the field quite late. But they did have some impact. They knocked out that Humber pretty fast. But it was just such a fast tick up from the LAGMAN. Pretty smooth sailing in the early game for the Allies. It's got such a big VP lead. Tough to lose from there. Yeah, I think Havoc trying out the medic half-track action. Seemed to be doing all right. But it's, I don't know, you know, you got this medic half-track, but then you've got Panzer Grenadiers, which are kind of like a short to mid-range unit. Usually with a medic half-track, you kind of want like LMG squad, so you can blast from long range, then they don't have to run like, you know, 5 or 10 range back to the medic half-track to heal and reinforce. Except Panzer Greens who want to be, you know, right up close and personal, then they have to backpedal a lot further. Just doesn't really combine that well. Maybe a bit more machine gun play would have been the way to go for Havoc. Because the Allies didn't really have much indirect pretty much the entire game. Until the very last stages where COH started to build a couple mortar pits, which worked out fine. Planted them so far back, they were out of range of the LEIGs. And Dumais was pushing that 88 so far forwards that they were really blasting, so they worked out fine. I was you know, hesitant about them, but because of Dumais' aggressive positioning, it all worked out, and they got vet once like straight away too. Yeah, GG, well played there by the Allies, taking down the high rank guys, trying out some different builds. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like a game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.